You might be surprised to hear that I'm not nearly as concerned about wind direction when bear baiting as I am in deer hunting, for example. A lot of times when we set our baits, we're in thick cover and we get in a tree stand, and the area is surrounded by trees and so forth, and the wind is swirling, and you can try to put yourself in a position where you're downwind of the bait as much as possible. But typically in these spots, eventually during a couple hour sit, there's going to be a time when the wind swirls around and it hits that area where you're expecting the bear to come from. It goes directly towards the bait. I used to be very frustrated by that, but then I began to realize that my scent is part of the bait package. The bears are accustomed to smelling my scent there. And because the scent is stronger, of course, and they know that you're right there, they don't necessarily react in a negative way as a deer might, for example, because a bear is an apex predator, and he's more likely to spend a little time to try to verify exactly what's going on there, even though he smells your scent. What I think is more important than your own scent, and believe me, I'm not saying you should ignore scent, because certainly you can use the scent killer sprays and so forth and clean your clothes and make sure that you minimize your scent as much as possible. You can't totally eliminate your scent. But what's more important is understanding the importance of consistency when you're baiting the bears. And so the bear, a lot of people see a bear circle a bait site and they think, oh, that bear is trying to catch my wind. Well, more likely what that bear is doing is probably checking your ground scent of when you came in to put the bait out there. They're used to finding out where you put the bait out and smelling how long ago it was that you baited. For example, if you bait every day at 2 o'clock, the bear comes in at 7, he hits that ground scent and it's 5 hours old, and he knows that. Well, if you come in at 5 to hunt and he hits that ground scent and it's only 2 hours old, well then he's going to react differently than he would if it's older. And that might be just enough, especially for a more mature bear, to back off and just say, today I'm just not going to come into this bait site until after dark. So don't obsess about your scent. Use good, clean tactics and minimize your scent as much as possible. But be consistent in your baiting and let the bears pattern you, and don't throw them off.